What is up, everyone? Today I got to watch the Odyssey in IMAX, and this is my first movie review for the channel. So I figured I'd make it something special, and I would say the Odyssey was special. I'm not gonna go into any spoilers in this video. I mean, if I get any traffic at all, I might do a spoiler review. But there's a lot of controversy behind the movie. There's a lot of internet discourse, so to say, about casting choice. It's getting ridiculous. I hate what's happening, kind of to social media, and I guess you could just say society, and how we're quick to jump on things before actually experiencing them. I guess there's a saying, let them cook. I think Christopher Nolan has earned the right to cook, so to say. He's only made some of the best movies I've seen in my lifetime. And I do consider myself a sort of a cinemaphile. It's where I'll just watch stuff. A lot of it had to do with me just being deployed and not in America, and while I wasn't working on aircraft or doing guard duty or some other stupid stuff, I was either lifting weights, watching movies, or sleeping. That's basically all I did. All right, so back to the Odyssey. I did get to see it in IMAX. This is why it took so long for me to watch it, because all the IMAX seats, since it came out, I mean, today's like literally the first day that I could find a decent seat to go watch it. Our theater's not a 70 millimeter theater here where I am, so I wasn't true. I didn't get to see exactly what he wanted, how he wanted us to see it, but I did. I got half of it, I guess you could say. But anyways, took my son, and it's kind of poetic that I did get to see it with my son, considering the father-son relationship in the movie. I mean, it's the Odyssey, so he didn't really change a lot. And it's the story basically as old as time. Not many people, I'm starting to notice, has actually done their research and known exactly what it was about or what's in it, or it's, for one, let's get that out the way. The Odyssey is not a historically accurate tale. It is a tale. It's a mythological tale. I mean, that's like so. But anyways, I'll save my rating for the end. Just the experience, I guess. Like I said, I wouldn't pick my son up. I got tickets. I got the nachos. He got popcorn, like always. Went in. The trailers were decent. I didn't see any maybe there's some movies I wanted to see in the trailers. Obviously, I want to say Street Fighter was one of them. And it's interesting that they said that these trailers were approved to be shown with this movie. I guess maybe that's a thing now where directors are like, you can watch my movie. I want these trailers shown. I'm not sure why, but maybe it was just because of the IMAX thing. I'm not sure. And then, of course, the movie started, and the movie was 2 hours and 50-some odd minutes. It's almost a 3-hour movie. I will say that there weren't that many trailers. There were trailers, but they didn't go crazy like some movies. You can show up 25, 30 minutes late before the movie starts because there's so many trailers. So maybe they're getting back to don't show that many trailers. Show some trailers, but don't show that many. So the movie started at a decent time, and I must say, it was long, but it didn't feel like, damn, when is this movie gonna end? My son, he was like, man, it was a long movie. And I was like, yeah, it was. But I was like, I didn't feel it. And maybe just because I was into it so much. And there's a couple things in the movie. Like I said, I'm not gonna say any spoilers in this review. But everyone in the movie speaks with an American accent. Everyone, right? And it's got to be a director. Before I saw it, before I saw the movie, I heard about this, but I saw some of the actors, and I know some of the actors don't have an American accent. A la Tom Holland, sorry, not Holland. And so there had to be a director's choice. Like, hey, there's a reason why I want you guys to speak with an American accent. And I guess when we do my spoiler review, if I do a spoiler review, I'll kind of go more into that. But there is a reason, and there's a reason. Christopher Nolan is one of those directors that his movies, even though they might not be about exactly what's going on in the current world, they really do reflect the current temperature of the world, maybe I should say. They reflect really what's going on with what's going on in the world. So you gotta have to be able to not only see the movie, enjoy it, but then put it together and kind of see past, see the analogies, I guess you could say, or allegories. Interestingly enough, as a kid, I used to look at those little, I used to look at those screens, right? Or what was it, like paintings? And if you looked at it a certain way, you would be able to see something within the painting. I was never able to see that shit. So, but with movies, I can see the themes beyond what's being presented. I don't know, maybe that's just from just kind of being a fan of art and paintings, and not everything you see the way it's painted means exactly what you're seeing, so to say. But anyways, the movie, like I said, was long, but it wasn't like too long. Like I felt like I got my money's worth. Like I didn't leave the theater like, dang, I wish the movie was longer. So, I mean, that's a plus. I think the acting in the movie was good. I mean, obviously it's a Nolan movie, so the set pieces were amazing. The sound design. My new favorite composer. I shouldn't say new favorite. He's a strong number 2. John Williams obviously being tippy top. I mean, he's goated, like my daughter would say. John Williams is on the Mount Rushmore of not composers, but people that score films. But Ludwig van Göransson, if I'm probably murdering his name, is a strong number 2 right now. I mean, Hans Zimmer used to do Nolan's movies. I think Van Göransson is kind of stepping in, probably because Hans Zimmer's doing Denis Villeneuve, Denis movies. We're gonna say that. He's doing his movies right now, and Dune's doing Doom stuff. Hopefully, I get to do a review of that movie also. But anyways, moving on. The score was good. The set pieces were amazing. The acting was great. It wasn't the perfect movie. I don't think you can even have the perfect movie anymore. I've seen some people say that some movies are 10 out of 10s, but there's always gonna be some nitpick. I mean, we're human, so we're not perfect. But it's close, like real close. So, to round this review up, if you haven't seen it and you're not one of them people that's just like, yeah, it's black people when they shouldn't be black people, just watch the movie. Watch the movie, and enjoy the movie, and also try to see what the director is trying to tell you. Think about what has happened in our lifetime. I mean, I kind of really resonate with this movie because I was a person that did go off to war. I did leave my son to go off to war. I did come back, and it's kind of a tale of when grown-ups or men leave their kids to go off to war, them not returning the same person as they did before. Okay. I don't want to spoil everything, like I said, but that's kind of what's going on with that. But anyways, solid. I said if we're gonna go out of 10, I'm gonna go 9.8 out of 10. Like I said, there might have been a couple of nitpicks, but I don't care. It was such a good movie. So, The Odyssey, go watch it. If y'all like it, I'll do a spoiler review. All right, peace.